So happy Monday, happy ready for hockey. Of course, this is the warm-up show with hockey coach Guru Frenchy and us the Sunshine State. And we have to go all the way to Toronto to find a co-host, Mr. Enortap, Bob Gainey, back in the house.
Hello, Coach. In rainy Toronto, may I add.
I look like you're a busy man. Maybe it's Gary Bettman's calling you right now. Who knows? Or maybe the Josh Molson looking for a general manager. So maybe, Bob, you're going to get maybe a phone call. But we have already some people in the house already want to talk about hockey. Of course, we have Mr. Adam, the swimmer, directly from Vegas. The morning, the afternoon, or the evening is always with us, Mr. Canadian Giant. Let's go straight to Finland because we don't have one, but we have two. We have Mr. Jamo Vertanen and Velio in the house tonight.
Now, what time is it there?
I'm sorry again?
What time is it in Finland?
Right now it's midnight 04 right now, though. So it's just the beginning of the night. Them they have those guys. They are reverse. So they sleep during the day and they keep awake during the night. So that's what happened with that part over there. Mr. Carlos El Gamma back in the house. Mr. Carlos, thanks for joining us. Michael Rosenblatt from Parkland, Coral Spring, back in the house tonight. I'm sure he's ready for the Panthers tonight. Welcome back, Michael. Oh, he's back in the house today, Mr. Go Caps. Yo, Go Caps back. Finally, we got him. Long time ago, Mr. Cap was a regular person last season with the Washington Capitals. So welcome back, buddy. Michael, who is the team Abs Caps? I'm not sure what you try, Coach. Who is the team Abs? Montreal Canadiens? You want to know what is the Abs? I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Hey, Coach Enortap, or are you Bud the Monkey back in the house? Ready to rock and roll. The Panthers tonight, they host the Arizona Coyotes. The question is at 6, 7, 8, or 9 is going to be. We see that. Yamo said, I don't know, maybe someone can answer that one. Said, do you believe Velio means wizard? I think.
Ooh, very interesting.
Here we go. You have already A and on top, but Co-Cap asked if try to get him aboard. Cap win tonight. Yes or no?
You have to listen. We're gonna come up with that in a few minutes.
Yep, but the Cap had a very good season, by the way. Good so far.
Yeah, they are. They're looking good.
It's confirmed by Velio. You are correct. The wizard. So we have to find a sound effect for Mr. The Wizard. Wizard is for the Washington Wizard and the basketball. I know my basketball. Who's the team Abs coach and fantasy? Oh, I believe is Peter. Peter is from Ontario. He show up sometime here, but that's Peter, I believe. I think it's him. I have a couple of abs in the fantasy. Where I go again. I don't know who I play again, but I beat him again. I still 2-0. This week, I play against Joseph from the Houston, Texas. So it'll be interesting to see Joseph this week. Yamo said I declined a trade check for Marchessault. Great. I will do the same thing. I'm sorry I cut you in our tab. You can mention this.
No, I was just going to add him up against the tough opponent this weekend, Bud the Monkey.
Bud the Monkey this week. What happened with you last week? You played against Yamo?
I won.
Against who?
Yeah.
Adam?
Adam was week 1, I think. I
Okay.
forget who it was second week, but I pulled it out.
Yeah, I just answered that one over there. I made me trade KK for McDavid. Yes, I think it would be a good thing. I tried to trade for Bob. All right, we can look about this, Michael. I will take a note about this. I will be back with you. Sometimes maybe some people don't join a lot. We have to maybe clean the house about that. I want Spencer Knight, coach. You had to pay a lot of money for Spencer Knight. He was going to be between the pipe tonight. Tap I'm feeling and finish. Veho means wizard. That's where my nickname come from. Awesome. But he's be quiet. I'm getting him. That's what he said. Yamo said, I have Jake Allen who want him trade for another goalie. All right. We want to trade me. You want to hate me. I understand. I'm 2-0 Michael Rosenblatt. That's pretty good. We just beat Adam. Here we go. You are right, coach. The rumor already start Fleury to Edmonton. It just makes sense to me. Just makes sense to me. I'm telling you now. And when it happened, give a little bit longer until Chicago struggle a little bit more. I think that will happen about this. And they will get maybe a Skinner or less Koskinen in return. And that will, the money in our top is going to be retaining at some point because they get a goaltender at $4 million. They get a goaltender at 7.5. You have maybe another team like Arizona can jump in the play. And now they pick up the money from them or Detroit or Seattle. And then in return, they get a draft pick from the Oilers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it would cost Edmonton quite a bit to try to lure Fleury over. I think it's a great idea, but it's not going to come cheap, that's for sure. And Chicago, they're going to, if things don't go well this year, they're going to have to look at retooling and trying to maybe, you never know, maybe somebody even like a Taze by trade deadline might become a very desired asset for some team out there.
I still believe it will happen before that in our top. I feel like they
You
will
think so?
get Fleury a little bit earlier because Fleury is not going to be in that situation for 60, 50 game. I think if after 20 game, the Chicago example, like I said, they play for 300, they will make some different move to go that one over there for. That's what will be my prediction about this one. Johnny Golden from Moncton in the back of the house. Nicolas de Sherbrooke. Ce soir, j'ai une pratique. Pas de problème, mon Nicolas. Je suis malade un peu, donc il n'y aura pas aucun programme ce soir, mon Nicolas, seulement des vidéos. Adam said, Barza last night, wow, OMG. Yes, all about the speed, to be honest with you, Adam. Where you mentioned earlier, 95 save for Leonard. And I told you, Leonard have a very good stretch for the last couple of games. It's not his fault if you don't do well over there. A good day, friend Oleg Kolesnikov in the house. Wow, this is interesting. Rosenblatt have a Bennett. Yamo have Bennett. Oh, that's maybe interesting about that one over there, for sure. I may be...
By the way, Coach, I noticed in the fantasy you stole Lindell from me. I was trying to draft him, but you took him right in front of me.
Yeah, and I was surprised to see nobody get under Lindell. By the way, and Lindell is out tonight. Lindell will be out for he's a day today, and Spencer Knight is going to be between the pipe. We're going to talk about those games. So what we do at 5 o'clock, guys, we talk about fun things. First, we answer to your question. We talk about, reviewing a little bit during the day, what happening. And then we talk about the fantasy hockey. We talk about the prediction of the game tonight. Everything like that. And we try to answer the most question you have about this. And it's a program like about 60 minutes. We don't want to go over it. We try to keep this simple. And please, if you have any feedback or any contents you want us to bring to you, you are the one. It's not us. At the end of the day, it's you. You want to get something specific or something you would like to hear, or maybe about your team or something. Ask question or report to us, DM me, and I will do the best we can to helping you about that one over there for sure. Coach, last night and today Vegas play-by-play, and they just keep talking about Eichel. I wonder why it will come into Vegas. I don't see anything about this will happen. The discussion increased a little bit, but you have too many things first to see the situation about the surgery, no surgery, and everything like that. And right now they are maybe have it more deeper with the agent of Eichel, maybe have a grievance, everything like that. So we have to wait about that one over there. But I'm going to say to you, Enortap, do you want Caulfield?
Well, make me an offer, bud. Send
Here
it
we
to
go.
me and I'll decide.
We have bought the spud. We have bought the monkey. We have bought the spud. Welcome aboard. Merci, mon homme. Thanks for joining us today. There we go. Yamo is a negotiation today. So that happened. David Auntie, salut coach. Enortap, you have to mention about David. David is a great musician. Play music every morning on piano. Great family. Great man. The only problem about him, he is a fan for the Boston Bruins. That's another discussion.
Oh, no.
But at the end of the day, we always welcome him. He's doing very well with his YouTube channel. I ask everybody, if you want to listen to great music, you should listen to him. He make a song for me. It's called The Greatness, by the way. So really great friends. Glad for having him around. When you have a chance, he stop by. So don't forget, by the way, everybody, don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome that we're helping us. That's the only thing we request. This is the only homework you have to do. So thanks, David, to join us. Villiers said, my fantasy is going bad while Khrushchev is out. That's a big blowout about that one over there for sure. That's something you have to get that one over there. Is Samuel Girard a difference that will help Montreal? Definitely.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
That would be a great, because they don't have that kind of players, Johnny at Montreal. No carry on the park, everything like that. Who do you trade? That's a big question over there. But Colorado will request a lot in return. But that will be something about this. I keep checking and to see how Boston is doing. Boston right now are 3-1-1 or 3-1-0. At that moment, and they are in the middle of the division. They won the first one, they lost the next one, and then after that, he did pretty good overall. But I think they are doing. It's all about the first line, right? Enortap, the Boston Bruins. So at the end of the day, that's what he does, right?
Yeah, Boston. They're always going to be there every night. They bring that effort, that mentality to each game. They work hard. They outwork the opposition. We've discussed it many times. I think their problem is down the middle. Once you get through that first line or two, can they address it? And the other thing I would say is, can Swayman, come into form? Because if they don't get the goaltending, they're not going to go very far.
I agree with you about that one. Great statement about this. So, David, your team's doing well. They will going to find a way to make the playoff. They always find a way to do that. So, at least, David, one more thing. They are better to Montreal Canadiens at that moment for sure. So, you should feel great about that. And this is a good comment from Adam. He maybe add something. Sorokin is a good following the puck and making save.
He is. His vision is fantastic. You can see that his focus is laser beam perfect. He moves well, and yet he doesn't get caught out of position very often at all. I would agree with that 100%.
Yeah, he's another producer, a reshot, right? He's underrated because you always talk about Chesterkin's going to be the next one over there, right? And then you have the Samsonov case. Now they compare always Samsonov with Sorokin. You can see Sorokin is behind Varlamov, another one over there. So it's another one great product of the Russia. but you're absolutely right about this. He could be or he can be goaltender number one for many teams in NHL for sure about this. I don't know what it would be the cost, but Edmonton should look about him. But that would cost them a lot of money for that one for sure. Valentino, go Abs, go Montreal. Always a pleasure to see Valentino in the house. Yamo, what is the channel? Can you explain what kind of channel you're looking for? Is it for the game tonight, or is it for the fantasy hockey, or something like that? Just let us know. Why is equal session takes so long? How much longer do you see this dragging out? But the problem at that moment, Johnny, is Hickle requests to have the permission for the Buffalo Sabres to have his own doctor make a fusion surgery. Um, that's the problem. The Buffalo Sabre does not want to go that direction when the doctor take care about the Jack Eichel. On the CBA between the NHL and the NHLPA, it's the team as the last word about the player. So the player cannot go outside of the organization. They can have an opinion, but they cannot have any other doctor take care about the situation about that. That's what the problem is at that moment. This is for month at that for month. Now they are getting closer to figure out what it will be the next move. They negotiate between both of them at that moment. And if it's not go nowhere, that's what the agent's going to take some requests to be sure they're going to have go to court, everything like that. So that's what happened out of this. Thank you so much, David, about that. Appreciate a lot. Like, share, subscribe, comments. Thank you so much, buddy. Montreal is getting ready for the Kraken. Yes, it's going to be ready for that one. We're going to talk about this tomorrow for Stephanie about this. Rivers has joined the team in Charlotte for a couple of days. He's around with them because they are on that area over there. I'm not sure he's going to be on California with them, but it's a great opportunity for him to be around the team. I think it's a great to see the captain over there. I'm sure that some players will enjoy to have him around, and I think that's a great initiative for the Montreal Canadiens and him to be there. So great to see Shea Weber around that one over there. Disc surgery, Adam. Yes, exactly. Adam channel music. I have no clue what they are talking about. I lost the subject about that one over there. I don't know about this, but if Buddy Monkey and Michael Rosenblatt are here again still, please tell us what's your final score between the Florida Panthers, Arizona Coyotes, and everybody in the chat. If you want to join the conversation, don't hesitate. The first thing we do, of course, we talk about the news around the league, and that's what's happening. By the way, I just want to mention everybody tonight. This is my first power ranking in NHL. Every Monday, I produce a video about my power ranking. It's not live yet. It's not published. It will be published tonight at 8:30. Why, Coach? That's because tonight I'm not here. I take a day off after a couple. I not feel like I don't feel very sick, but I'm just worried a little bit. So I think I will be a day off tonight. No show at 9 o'clock. No live stream. I thought to do the Florida Panthers, but I think I'll be better sometime to listening your body. Said, look, I'm going to take a night off, but I'll be back for the rest of the week, Tuesday to Sunday. So I just want to mention to you. So 8:30 tonight, don't forget the power ranking about this. We have a couple of news around the league, and Mr. Nata will comments about this. First of all, every Monday is not only the power ranking of coach, but also is the NHL. And the NHL produces the 3-star of the week. Maybe you can talk about this. We just talked about this Zorokin, the 3-star of the week. So can you mention about those three players, if you don't mind?
Sure. I mean, we sort of started talking about Sorokin. He did a great job in filling in for Varlamov while he was away. The Islanders, to me, are one of the strong teams because they have such a strong goaltending duo. McDavid, what can you say? So far he's at a 2 point per game pace. We're looking at the possibility of, 150 plus points if he continues like this. And Kyle Connor has really, picked up where he left off last year, especially the second half of the season when some of the bigger guns weren't scoring, he stepped up and he was scoring at a rather proficient rate. He's just great, and I think he's kind of been good for Dubois as well, because he seems to have come out of his doldrum and is contributing on a nightly basis, and part of that has to do with Kyle Connor.
You're absolutely right about that. And again, he played without Sheffley and Wheeler around, so
Wheeler.
that's another opportunity for him. He stepped up, and every time he played against Montreal Canadiens, he looked like Wayne Gretzky. To be honest with you, I think he's an underrated player in NHL in my eyes. He does really good about this. You welcome me more about this. A great statement about great words about them. The next one I want to talk about is the trade happening between the San Jose Sharks and the Ottawa Senators. It's happened late last night. I don't know if you knew that, but it's the San Jose trade finally. Dylan Cambril, a second round pick, never produced. He was on the expansion draft, I believe, and return the Ottawa got a 7th-round pick, 2022. Sometimes changing the decor, changing the team could helping them. I don't see too much, but I think for more depth, for the Ottawa right now without Colin White, everything like that, and now Pinto is banked up. I think they just add more deeper on for the team at the bottom of the 6th. What do you think, Enortap?
I think it's a good gamble for Ottawa. I think it only cost them a 7th rounder, and why not, as you said, create a little bit more depth in case of injuries come up, and or somebody's not at par. I think it's well worth the shot. Yeah.
I agree with you about this. Adam, have an amazing, great night. I'm sure I will see you around. He's going to get his COVID-19 booster. That's awesome. Banamoki Prizik won UB a hat trick. Jonathan Huberto, UB do. He's going to see that. Talking about the trade, we're not talking about the waiver. Not a solid big news, but the fact this is I thought he would be somewhere great for Anaheim, but finally he never came. He never be the plus what the expectation. First of all, Alexander Volkov on the unconditional waiver for purpose of contract termination. So you have 24 hours before they get picked by another team. If not, his contract with Anaheim Ducks will be done. Direction, KHL in my eyes. He was drafted by the Tampa Bay Lightnings, and then he played with them. Then he was traded to the Anaheim Ducks, or maybe claim, I'm not remember exactly, but this never turned around to be, never reached its full potential or the expectation of both teams. I thought it would be someone would be step up a little bit like he did with the Florida Panthers. I thought that kid would be, because remember he played only 1 game during the playoff with the Tampa Bay Lightnings, and that's sad. He's only 23 years old, if I can recall it. So I think he's a direction of KHL. And then finally, Skrisky Kulo, Detroit, and Matthew Schneider. Matthew Schneider back in the league today. Chris Schneider is going to be on the waiver. He was there. So what happening with this guy? That's open your eyes. Why do you do that? Because Sergei Varlamov and that is going to be back in the lineup for them. And he's on my fantasy hockey for under the league. So very happy to see him back. And that's what happened about the waiver list. I don't know if you want to add something.
No, I think you captured him beautifully, Coach. I think Varlamov coming back will, yet again, it's something that will help the Islanders as we move forward.
Yep, I agree with you. Roger Delaney back in the house. Thank you so much, buddy. Well, I think Canadiens, if Matthew Schneider with Montreal would be a better at that moment, because we need him like about that. It's just a quick news, guy. Pavel Buchnevich, if you have him on the fantasy hockey, he's back after his 2-game suspension. So sometimes the fantasy hockey, because I see this on ESPN, he was not updated this morning. So I knew about this, or maybe another location. and I look about the news right away. So he's back tonight. He'll be a part of the team again, the Los Angeles Kings. So I just want, if you have him, yes, he's going to be play in the lineup tonight. The next one I want to talk about, this guy is a really sad story. Colin Wilson. Wilson played with the Nashville Predators. After that, he went with the Colorado Avalanche. This is on the Tribune Players. So it's a website by Derek Jeter and someone else. Who owned it? Do you remember who he is? Derek Jeter owns this with another one. I don't remember who it was. Anyway, they write stories, everything like that. And that letters is about Colin Wilson open up about his abdication, everything like that. And I think that open up eyes. And I think it's, as a fans, you're going to be really, really tear up to listening his story about that one over there. So I suggest you to go there. If someone have the link, I apologize, I don't have it in front of me, but that would be something to read. It's free, it's all there, and it's a website I member over there, and sometimes he write a lot of great piece. And Colin Wilson, really sad, with all the problem he got. And, it's not the first one. We hear Robin Leonard, Jonathan Drouin, Carey Price, and it's going to be many more. They will open up now about their problem, and they don't wait after the career is over to talk about what happening during, because not only, but the money situation that became famous and to deal with other people around, it's not for everybody to accept and to do the right things. And obviously, many of them. And then they have an opportunity to make more money. The pill killer and other things they offer in front of them open up because, it's a short career, and it's sometimes some players follow those directions. So great story I want to share with you. I don't know if Another want to talk about this one thing or you want to add something.
No, definitely it'll be a great read, and you're right, Coach. I think the NHL, probably of all the sports, has been one where they've been guilty of keeping things within and not exposing addiction, mental health, and some other problems that they sometimes encounter, feeling that, maybe this is too macho of a sport that you can't expose any kind of weakness. And I'm glad that it's finally coming to the forefront and that players are opening up to this and that it's being accepted. And that more importantly, that there are programs in place for these athletes to enroll themselves in so that they can get better. And ultimately, they'll be helping the league out as well as themselves. So let's hope that it continues in this fashion.
Canadian Giants says Stephen Richer, you would like he play again. And Gator Rock said 6-0 after tonight. Gator Rock, it's a game where I would like to put all my money on it, and but I'm too nervous to do it because you never know in hockey. But guys, if you have a lot of, money is not a problem for you. This is the game you have to go there. I don't know if I see the Panthers losing the game. I just walked from Montreal to Florida. How can you lose that, right? So would be interesting to see that. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving, boys. Michelle, Matt, welcome. I'm on my way to Ottawa right now. Awesome, Michelle. Be safe, be careful if you're driving. You can listen us, but don't type in. That would be the best thing about that one over there. So he's on a 6:13 rate. Cap and Senator tonight. You're going to see the game tonight. Awesome. I love it. Have a great game, buddy. Enjoy. That's awesome. Yep. That's a Cap and Senator about that. Talking about the game before we go to the prediction of the evening. Awesome, Matt. I want to mention this. I'm a little bit fired up about this, and I think some of you maybe not, but my love for the NFT about Spark Collectible and everything like that on NFT, and I'm getting more involved with that part over there. And then you have an agreement, got Uber Deck with the NHLPA and the NHL have an agreement today. For many years, they become the ones going to do all the NFT for NHL. So this is great news. I can't wait to do that. It's the next, guys, Web 3.0. 1985 or 1990s, when you get this, you see the internet, AOL, and the website .com. Everybody was like freaking out about that. And then after that, 10, 15 years ago, after that, you got the YouTube channel and all the, Instagram, Facebook. That was the Web 2.0. The NFT, crypto, everything like that. But the NFT is the Web 3.0. And that's the new version of what it will come for the next 15, 20 years. You're going to have a digital wallet. Your digital wallet is going to be showing to the rest of the world what you own, what you have, everything like that. And that's the next generation. Unfortunately, I'm too old, but I'm already involved with that, and I don't know what happened with this, but I just want to share with you. So very excited about this, about Uber Deck to become that one over there. Hey, go Abs, go. On the road right now, our son Matt Appreciation. What is the last time you hear from Sly? About 6 weeks ago, he leave a comments on the video, and that's pretty much it. I never have his email or his phone number, so obviously I cannot reach him, but that's what happening about that. So that's happened. Coach, how can I claim the NFT I want for the playoff? I'm working on it because it's Montreal Canadiens did it, and they have to find on the drop the NFT to someone else. So I try to see how I can give an NFT, and that's where I am right now. So when I will understand how do you do that, I will let you know, and I will send it to you. And you have to open up an account, and I think that's the way I believe I can carry on. I can transfer an NFT to someone else if you have an account inside that the drop one. So I will get back to you. I have on my list to do about that. So I hope we can buy hockey's ticket with Bitcoin soon. It will come. Dollar Star is really advanced about those stuff like that. All your ticket will be online on your NFT, NFT, everything like that. So it's coming very soon, Jan, about that. NBA Top Shot is already dying, so be careful. Yeah, but it's another direction about the skaters. The NFT, as you know, and NBA was a boost about that. You're going to have a lot of projects going to fall apart like everything else long time ago. But at some point, it will be back. It's just the money you put on this. You just have to be careful. I don't say you have to buy it. I just said what is coming the next generation about that one over there. But that's what's happening. Prediction, what's going on? Everything like that. First of all, Enortap killed me right now. 0.6010 versus 0.585. 50-32 for him. 48-34 for me. Just a little bit behind, but still, he take the lead. Everything like that. So, I see no rush. Not a problem, but a monkey. So tonight, let's go 7 game on the program, guys. Tonight, couple of game really interesting, but it's a little bit disproportional between team, I believe, overall. But I think it will be interesting. I think I can see my game tonight, to be honest with you, is, of course, Toronto against Carolina. But let's start the first game of the night, the Calgary versus the New York Rangers, and Enortap disappear. Enortap is out. I don't think he'll be back, but I don't know what happened. Let me check about this. Enortap disappear. So maybe he will be back at some point. Yeah, we completely lost him about that. So let's talk about his choice. If you tell that, I have all his choice. So that's the good news about this. First of all, Max Strom and Chesterkin are confirmed for tonight. Calgary 2-1-1, New York Rangers 4-1-1. Strom is back on the roster for the game tonight. For the New York Rangers, Capo is out. Calgary, no change. So it'll be interesting. Internet connection problem, not a problem, buddy. I will continue what you did. He select tonight the New York Rangers, and I select myself also the New York Rangers. The score for him is 3-1, and I said to him it's going to be 4-2 for the New York Rangers. Game number 2, the Washington Capitals versus Ottawa Senators. Washington guy did not lose at the regular time any game. They are 3-0-2. Overall, not too bad. Ottawa guys, 2-3-0. They lost a bad game against the New York Rangers after they dominate for what, 54 minutes maybe? And they gave 3 goals. The last one, they lost Matt Murray. Now Matt Murray is on injury reserve, and now they have to go. I said Forsberg, but it's Forsberg. Forsberg, he's the frosty goaltender for the Ottawa Senators between the pipe to net. I was wondering how Enortap stays so still exactly. And then Samsonov is the goaltender for the Washington Capitals. No chance for both lineup. But Gabriel is going to be in the lineup tonight for sure. So it'll be interesting to see that. But Enortap said that Washington is going to win tonight by a score of 4-2, I believe. And Coach, I don't know why. I feel like it's going to be a disaster. Washington goes 6-3 tonight. It's a big score, but I believe that happened. That game number 3. Toronto guy against Carolina. I understand Toronto. I understand Carolina. I like Toronto. It's not like I hate them, right? But for the drama, everything happening in Toronto, I love it. I love the drama. I love the people screaming to them, threw the tomatoes, threw the jersey, put the sack over their head, and all the drama, fire him, fire this one. Yeah, only 6 games, there's the end of the world. I just want to lose. They lose again, just for the drama. But after that, they can win. But I think it'll be fun to one more night to see all the drama if they lose again. I don't know if it will happen, but Toronto is, and again, the Carolina tonight, so it'll be, yes, exactly. The drama is hilarious. That's the point about that. Enortap back in the house. Here we go. Back again. So it's a Montreal, it's a Toronto Maple Leaf just cut you out of the lineup here Enortap. So that's happened. So the choice between Toronto and Carolina, Enortap, can you talk?
Hello, Coach. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. We had an internet problem here. So
Not a problem. So we are right now Toronto and Carolina. Which one you select for them?
It's a beautiful game, right? Here you have the return of Anderson, and you always ask yourself, who has the advantage in these kind of situations? Is it the goalie that knows how the players are going to shoot on him, or is it the other way around, where the goalie's weakness? I think it's going to be a tough game. I think Carolina will pull it out in overtime by a score of 4-3.
All right.
And Toronto's problems will continue.
I love the goal tonight. 9 goals tonight. 5-4 for the Toronto tonight. Campbell and Anderson going to be between the pipe. Let's talking about this. Bottom Monkey said the drama is hilarious. The people wearing paperback at the Leaf game was the best. Wish me luck. I have to wait for hour with no charger and only have 25% on my phone. Have to wait 1 hour. Are you on the line to go inside the building, Bottom Monkey, or are you at the ring right now, or just outside somewhere walking? I don't know. Anderson win this one. That would be great, Vallejo, if you win that one. We have Mr. Main Goal. Okay. He has a great shinny today. I'm just waiting for something for an hour. All right, sound good. But hopefully you're going to find the way to keep your phone up about that. The next game, Dallas again, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Oldby and Mescligan are both confirmed for the goaltending tonight. Dallas 3-2-0 and a Blue Jacket also 3-2-0. One of the two is going to have a game with a W, with a Ford. What do you think about this? What are your expectation for this game?
Well, I expect it to be a low-scoring game. I think Columbus has played well so far, which has been I wouldn't say a surprise, but it's the way in which they've done it that I think has been more of a surprise. Dallas has shown inconsistencies. Like, there's some games that they come out really strong, and then other games that you're wondering where's all the scoring going to come from? And they have a lot of potential stars there. Now they're still hidden by injuries, but I think in this game here they'll pull it out 3-2. Might go to overtime.
First of all, I apologize for me. I said he, but I should say she. I know you are she, but I don't know why I said he. I don't know, but she's a girl. So welcome. I apologize. I can say that when I make a mistake, I'm responsible. And I said, oh, I apologize. Hopefully, you're going to forgive me. But I know one thing. You are mean. That's the beauty about that one over there. So, because it's a mean girl hockey. I love her name. That's great. And she have also Kiss. So, Kiss is maybe the group of the music. So, finally, you said Dallas. And you said what is the score?
3-2, possibly in overtime.
All right. So, sometime in our tap, I just go with I'm not sure. I don't know, or I don't have like a preference for something or that happen tonight. At that game, I'm 50-50. I just try to go against you. That's pretty much what I did on that game. So I went with a jacket. You can tell me why. I don't have no overt effect. They play home, and I just feel like that's only fun over there. But again, that's pretty much it. To keep you really simple to you, how much I said I was right when I said that. No complication, 3-2 also. So that's to give you about that one over there.
And let me guess, in overtime as well, right?
Exactly. So that will be the Buffalo win 7-6. Bada Monkey said tonight. Really interesting 7-6 goal about that. We love you, of course, main girl. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate your participation. If you know that. Talking about Tampa Bay Buffalo, like Bada Monkey said. Tampa Bay, a really difficult year so far overall. 2-1. Last Kucherov, Vasilevsky, shaky. On the flip side, Buffalo, with no talent, they keep continuous to winning and to have a good record so far. 3-1-1. The confirmed Elliott versus Anderson. I think that's the reason why he's between the pipe, Elliott, because Vasilevsky, they give him a little bit more rest and a little bit recovery. Return that. What your expectation for that game?
Well, I still expect Tampa Bay to continue to build on their improvement that we've seen over the last couple games. I just hope that they don't treat this as an oversight game, like they expect a victory, and that's why they're putting in Elliott. I know you have to give Vasilevsky some time off, but as long as they keep to their game plan, I think that they're going to win this game. I think I went with 5-2.
Here we go. By the way, Badamaki said, yes, they have talent. They have Ramos talent. I was just compared their talent versus Tampa Bay. It was not like, I know they have a few players. I think Dylan Carlson is going to be a great hockey player over there. Olofsson is, they have a few talent, but I was just trying to compare for both of them. Look, I follow you. Only I believe it will be 5-1.
5-1.
So that's a big fun. And the big game of the night. The night is going to be a touchdown, maybe, and maybe a kick, a field goal. And I don't know, someone can explain to me why, and he's still in the NHL, and why they put him back. But Carter Hutton with a 0.6 percentage below 8 and a 7 point something. He's between the pipe for the Arizona Coyotes. And for the Florida Panthers, without tonight, Anton Lundell have a upper body, I believe, for day today. And they come back with the rookie. I think it's a great move from the coach. And I believe Knight's going to have 2 games this week and 2 games for Bob. So it's going to be Knight between the pipes. So that's pretty much I have about the lineup. Venetro play tonight. Joe Thornton, Big Joe back in the lineup. And anything else, I forget. Banamonkey will tell us. But what's your expectation? I'm pretty sure. Florida right now is a number 1, 5-0, and the flip side, Arizona in the bottom, 0-4-1. And I you know what I mean? Like, I think for $1, you want to win $1 for 100. I would take a risk if I want to, because I don't know how Arizona can beat Florida tonight. And I thought it would be the worst game prediction wise, whatever you call it. The most, you know, it's just crazy if this is happening.
No, I agree, Coach. But I mean, you look at Arizona. What else are they going to put in net besides Hutton? The you know, the, I feel for them because it's hard to look at their schedule and say I think they can squeak out a win here or there, but it's not going to be much. With Florida, they put in Knight, no big difference. Either him or Bobrovsky, there's no drop off there. I think that Florida should win this game handily 4-0.
Yeah, I understand that part. I was a little bit shocked when I see your score 4-0. I thought you're going to be a little bit deeper. I go all the way. I go for the. I don't know. I feel like a touchdown somewhere with a extra point. So let's go 7-1 tonight.
No, I feel that too, Coach. But here's the thing. I think that there comes a point where they kind of close down the offense because, especially against a team like Arizona, the last thing you want to do is uh, embarrass a team. And so, come the third period, I don't think that Florida will be pushing. If they have a 4-0 lead, that they're going to be pushing the issue much more than that.
Badamoki said, Mike, he believe he may be going to lose tonight. And it's happened. It's a sport, right? A sport could happen, right? Every time that unlucky, blah, blah, blah. But the preparation of Coach Kenville, as a coach, they know those games are the most dangerous at that time. But I just feel that team is so right now on their way to go all the way. I just feel this is not going to be a problem, and they're going to put the bulldozer in front of them. And don't worry about who they are. We are who we are, and I think that would be that's my. I feel this cannot be another way like a the Gators said 6-0. I feel that would be it's front of 5 goal plus for me. And you're going to see maybe Huberto or Barkov, someone's going to have a night of 4 or 5 point tonight. A well balanced guys. It's just a team. I don't see how they can. It's an American Hockey League right now versus a National Hockey League.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
The last game of the night where I'm looking forward for tonight, Los Angeles Kings versus the St. Louis Blues. Teams win the first game, then they drop the last four, the Kings, and then St. Louis Blues win the first four. Again, a major good team. Maybe they have not a great start, but Vegas and the Kings, the Vegas and Colorado. And I think overall, Blues doing well. Surprised me to back up the. It's a game of backup number two at the end of the day right now. Quick is going to be for the Kings. So, what your expectation for that game? Bushnevich is back. I don't know too much about the Kings. We know now the injury Drew Doughty is a problem over there, I believe, for because you lose your best defenseman. You can see what happening with the Montreal Canadiens. I don't say they are similar, I believe, as a talent overall, where they missed already Quentin Byfield. So they have a couple injury over there, and of course, Capitar is on fire over there. So and Kiru for this Blue. So tell us about this game, your expectation.
Well, they came out of the gates quickly. I think they had a couple games where they were scoring quite a bit, especially as you mentioned, Doughty and Kopitar. But they've really slowed down and they've struggled to get score goals in the last couple games that they've played. So that kind of worries me. With St. Louis, for some reason, I mean, they're the total opposite of last year, and I think it has to do with balance of their lines. Because last year they had, a couple of injuries, especially the one to Tarasenko, and so they had to play a much more close, tight game in order to win. And even then, they would have trouble. But this year, their philosophy seems to be more offense, and again, that's generated because somebody like Tarasenko coming into the lineup, somebody like Robert Thomas giving him strength down the middle, has really given balance to all three lines, the first three lines that they have. So that's why you're seeing them score. I heard the stat. I think it was around 4 goals a game or something to that effect on average. So I don't anticipate that to stop. I think that they'll win 4-2 tonight. The only thing that has me worried is they're putting in their backup goalie, Husso. So
Yamo said 5-3. I think it's going to be an empty net. I said 4-3 for me. I think the Blues going to step up. I don't see, that's my prediction like you did. Butter Monkey said this to you. I don't know what he said by ELC. Do you know what he's talking about?
that's the best.
Excluding ELC, Victor Entman is the best contract in NHL. It's one of the top 3. I would mention one more, Brad Marchand and also Nathan McKinnon. I think they are under, pay in NHL, like Edmund as a defenseman, of course, 7.5. McKinnon is 6.3, and Marchand is at 6.5, I believe. So it's a 3-player perform night after night, night in, night out. So but I agree with you, Butter Monkey, about that one over there. Great comments about this. Like we do but maybe not do now. I'm adding, I don't know, if you have one game you go over tonight, which one it would be?
Let me see. I would probably go over with. Let me hear.
May I go here?
Florida. Yeah, I was looking at that. The Toronto Carolina game, I think, will be over. I think they're at 6, the line for that game. So I think Toronto Carolina over.
I don't know. Did you see the order over? I don't see the order.
Which one? Sorry.
The over is right here. All right.
It's under.
So you said Carolina, right?
Under Florida.
You said Carolina, right?
And Toronto, yeah.
All right. My point, guys, will be here about that one over there. I don't know. I know why this part, but here we go.
He wants to go under. There you go.
Yamo said Carolina also about that one over there. So that's what about this. Before that, I want to also mention this to you guys. I do another new things now. What is hot? I did not do this. Oh, jeez. I did not bring the picture. Did that? Yes, it is. I will give it to you after that. The fantasy hockey tonight. Very quickly, we have about 5 minutes to go there. Yamo said 45-0 for the Florida Panthers. What is your goaltender for tonight?
I went with Igor Shesterkin from the Rangers.
Are you went with him?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I changed the ones they took out. Bob.
See, we have the technology to do everything here.
And then defensemen, I went with John Carlson and Victor Hedman. And forwards, I'm going to go with Barkov, with Huberdeau, and Steven Stamkos.
I went with Carolina and Bennett. So I shifted a bit, but honestly, I would like to put 5 players for the Panthers. But I did not do it, but that was my point about that one over there. Yamo said 4-5-0. His first comment, it was 45-0.
45, yeah.
Then he said, no, I mean 4-5-0. Oh, okay, I got it, Yamo. Fantasy, I picked Florida and Tampa player where I play. I can choose up to 3 players per team. That's a great comment. So talking about this, and I did not mention this to you, Enortap, but I start to do this now every morning. And who is hot and cold? And right now, if you have and I put the player for tonight Enortap. So you have other player that's not play like McKinnon and Tressel right now. It's just the player every day I'm going to bring to you the hot and the cold. The pick earlier from me and Enortap is for your fantasy, but I give you a little bit more other players you can look about this. Huberdeau tonight. Ovechkin have a 10-point right now running. Kuznetsov 9-point for the Capitals tonight. Stamkos have a great run. I believe at 9 point Enortap. I could be wrong about this.
I think you're right.
Kiro, 7 points. Shevnikov have a great start, 7 points for game for the Carolina. David Perron follow also Kiro. Have a little bit more off the last game, but overall has been there. Great question for Yamo. Exactly. Who is called Brett Rich? Not Brett Ritchie. It's Nick Ritchie for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 0-0-0-0. Ching Run 0 point. Does not do well for the Arizona, like the team, by the way. About that. But the Monkey, have a great night, buddy. I appreciate a lot you join us. Then Mitch Marner and Matthew 0 goal this season. Philippe Dano, how was, and Yamo asked you this question, and Nicolas said Dano also. How was Dano been in LA? Do you have an answer, or I can get it?
Well, he just has that one goal that he scored early in the season. I think LA right now is struggling, and they've put him very high in the line combination. So he's playing a lot of minutes, and he's doing okay, but offensively he's still struggling. We're not seeing a different player than we did in Montreal.
I agree with you about that one over there. That's what he is right now. TCA, never been the player he was 2 years ago in the playoff. Struggle over there. And then Sean Monahan, guys, 0 points in the beginning of the year for the Calgary Flames. So, of course, I can put more. But I try to balance a little bit, give you a little bit more the knowledge about hockey, about fantasy hockey. And that's what the show at 5 o'clock give you the last update about injuries and everything like that. And prepare you for the preview of the game for evening. And that's what, honestly, we try to do here between Enortap and me. And hopefully this content helping you, or maybe you like it. But again, you are the one make us this show better. If you have anything you want us to talk or you add at that program, it's called a warm-up show. But we would love to hear from you. Your feedback is the most important things, and anything you do in life and business, return that. So anything you want to do, you can, you don't want to put this on the chat, just DM me, and I will do my best to send to you and to reply to you. And we really appreciate it. I feel like sometime in our tap, any show I do, the morning, the night, and everything, I feel like, do we do the right thing? Do we do the right content? Do we go the right direction? We don't know, because we don't hear the complaining and we don't hear the good words. So we try to figure out what is right, what is wrong. And again, we're not perfect, but we just want to step up a little bit more. It's slowly, and we know what it takes to get the next level. It's just the perseverance, the patience, and to show up. But again, at the end of the day, we would love to hear from you. I'm here with Enortap and Michael living in the morning and the evening by myself to bring the best of what you want to hear. So don't hesitate. You want to talk about prospect, or you want to talk about other things. We don't talk. And please let me know. I will do my best to bring to you. So I just want to share it with you. We take a bottom monkey. Kelly, what game are you doing tonight, Kelly? But I have a bad news, Kelly. I'm not doing anything tonight, and not because I don't want to. It's just I'm sick a little bit, and because we have a really, really busy week this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and summer night I have a double header. I just take a day off tonight, Kelly. I want to recover a little bit better, and nothing wrong, nothing's, I'm not feel bad. It's just like I think I need my voice to recover a little bit more. And I'm going to watching 7 games with all the computer I have around me, to watching every one of them, and send no words to anybody, but maybe cheer. And I know some of you text me always personally, so I'm going to consider texting for each one of you. So, Johnny said, all the live stream during the game action subscriber. Yes, Johnny. During those shows we do during the day, not at all. Maybe one sometime. During the night, during the game, we always, during the playoff, it was amazing. 20, 30, 40, 50. Now it's really low. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 5. That's normal. It's a season, it's the beginning of the year, everything like that. It's going to be a long route, a long time before we get the 4,000. But that's what we knew at the beginning. This will be a little bit more. It's just, like I said, we talked about this with Enortap earlier, said, it's just time. That's pretty much what we need to do. So, but a great question about that. John Gregor back in the house. Kelly, I just want to mention to you, I absolutely agree with you about that one over there. I hope he will do it. And finally, Kelly, you can DM me. Send me a DM so you can text me during the game if you want to. How you can reach me. I will try to give this to you guys because it's not there. That's the bad news. I thought I have an overlay over there, but it's not there. The overlay is not there. It's on my other side. But DM me, find me, Coach Frenchy, Facebook, Instagram, or on Twitter. That's your best way. You can DM me, or you can email me, coach@coachfrenchy.com. So, Enortap, last word of the evening. Anything? Oh, wait. Because we have Edmonton Oilers back in the house. We missed him yesterday at, glad to see him tonight. I like the fact that you read all the comments for the most part. It's more personal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Mr. Andy from Edmonton, we really appreciate it. That's what we need to hear. That's what we love to hear. The right, the wrong, it's just that, that's make us better. And that's great to hear from people tied to helping us to get better. So I really, really appreciate it. I don't know if one day we're going to be more people, but until we can do it, I really believe that's really important because you are the one make it friends. Without you, this is impossible. We've been there. Nobody show up. Day after day in, day out. Enortap, if you have no clue in the morning, me and Michael Devillano, only me and him talking. Sometimes Michael Myers, Anthony Manzano, and maybe another one show up, and that's it. Nobody else for month. But at the end of the day, we knew that's why it take time, and it was ugly. Like what you see now, all the overlay and the screen right now, it was not like this at all, and we learned with time. But that's all about, right? So, but at the end of the day, my dog was watching me every morning, so I have the dog every morning. So we got stuck for 6 weeks at 18 subscriber. Wow. 6 weeks. We never moved. We never moved to 18. That's why I remember the number 18 because of that. 6 weeks, nobody more, nothing. But at that time, we did only one show in the morning at 11 o'clock. It was not always every day. It was just some time every time that because at that time, I was not full-time on that project. Now I am full-time, and we'll see what happens. So, Enortap, what game are you watching tonight?
And remember, Coach, all good things come to those that are patient, and you're doing the right things. I think that I can speak on behalf of the entire chat line that we look forward to seeing you every day and to giving us information about hockey and creating an environment which, will grow. It will grow, but it just takes time.
One video at a time, one subscriber, and one day at a time. That's the key about everything you do. 1% better every single day. That's my motto of every day when I wake up in the morning. But thanks again, Kala, to become a collaborator for the Hockey National Show. And we invite you, if you want to join the show, if you want to be live with us, don't hesitate, let us know. And we love to hear from you live with us. This is your show. It's not mine. This is you. You are the one making friends at the end of the day. So, which game you going to do tonight?
I'm interested in that Toronto game. I'm going to flip back and forth between the Toronto and the Florida game just to see.
Yep. That's what I'm going to do for a night. It's going to be Toronto right now. And then 7 o'clock, TV, Panthers. After that, the computer, Carolina. And I'm going to follow our other team, of course. But in Tampa, we have a chance watching both. So Tampa, when they are not at home, we cannot watch it with the Panthers. But when they are out on the road, we can watch it. So I'll be on the both valleys tonight about that. Pas de problème, mon Nicolas. Non, c'est pas trop malade. Juste prends un soir de congé pour être certain que je vais être correct pour la semaine. Donc, c'est pas si pire que ça pantoute, là. Donc, mais c'est ça qui arrive. Roger said, no pressure, Valeo. Just been here, and what is important, good for you. Thanks, Valeo. Your presence It's the most important thing. It's not about the money. It's not about anything. We don't ask anything. We just ask you the only thing. Click on the likes, put some comment. If you do that, that's your homework of the day. Every time you show up, we appreciate Vallejo with Yamo, Matt, Stefan Manberg, Nicholas, those guys from Sweden, Finland, Enortap show up at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Amazing why they do this. And that's the way for them to follow hockey in the channel anyway, because they play at that time of the night. So pretty amazing to see them, and we're really grateful and thankful. Until this, Mr. Enortap, we wish you an amazing, great evening. For everybody on the chat, we just want to remind you one more thing, sir. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Have a great Monday night, everybody. See you tomorrow in Enortap. Have a great night, buddy.
And take a step out into the unknown. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Oh, oh, oh.
Bien sûr, mon Nicolas. Bonne pratique, mon Nicolas. Good night, Vallejo.